Hey guys and gals, Froggy here. This is my garage door opener and it stopped working, and I'm going to show you how to fix it. Basically, when I hit the remote, it would only come up about 6 inches and then it would just stop or stall. So I know, electrically, remotely it was working. But what happened was, let me see if I can find a place here. I'm up on a ladder, so excuse me. All right, you see these, this is a belt drive. There, I'm trying to focus. Okay, see the belt? I'm wiggling the belt there. The belt has got some broken spots on it. Right, there's one. I'm sticking my thumb in it. So these grooves or teeth on the belt are just wearing out over a period of time. There's a big one down there. I'm going to tip it a little bit there. You see that spot right in the middle of your camera? That big blank spot on the belt? So that's where the teeth are all coming off. So anyway, I ordered a new one. They're all a little bit different, so you have to be careful when you order them. I'll put a link to this one, but it might not necessarily be the same as yours. But they have a funny little fitting on one end. You see that fitting, little angle thing? And then on the other end, there's a hole here. So you've got to take this apart and then thread the new belt through. It has to be the right length, and it has to have the right fittings there and there, and it has to be the right thickness also to go through the gear drive, which is on the box there. Okay, so let me get some tools. So this is what it's gonna look like when you get it loosened up. There's a lot of turning. It's a long threaded bolt, and it's got a square nut on the end of it. 12 millimeter is what fit it the best for me. So I'm going to have to turn this a few more times, and I think it's just going to come loose. This spring part here is what is used to put the correct tension on the belt. And there's a little washer on the end there where I'm wiggling my finger. And now it's loose. We can, I might need 2 hands here to get that little hook out of there. And on the other end, we have got the piece that just has a hole in it. Okay, so I need 2 hands. I need to get off this ladder to get this down. So on my door, you're going to have to remove this pulley wheel here. So it's got a nut and a bolt because the ends, like that hard end right there, won't fit through this hole. They won't fit through there. So I'm going to have to remove this to thread the new one through there and then put this back on there. Okay? So right there where my little finger is, you can see I've got that pulley out. All right. Pulley is right there. And I just used a couple of open end wrenches. It's not on tight. And now I can get this end through here. And remember which end you're going to feed through first, okay? From the right side to the left side as I'm standing on the ladder. All right, let's see if these are the same length. Let's see if I ordered the right one. Okay, well, I hooked them on the garage door and I'm holding them side by side, and it looks like we are good. We just have to transfer that threaded, it's kind of like a bolt. It's not really a bolt, but we have to transfer that threaded piece. And this kit, they do give you, it's like a little bicycle link clip. You remember when the chains on the bicycle had a clip? I'll show you. There, it gives you a better picture of it. So just have to remove that clip with like a little pair of pliers. It's open on one end. You can see that end is open, so you just slide it. The way I'm moving the camera, you slide it, and then it will come off. And then you transfer that to the new one that's on the bottom. Okay, so let's do that. I tried to show you how I did this. I used needle nose pliers, and I put one side of the needle nose there and just pressed. This is so hard to do with one hand. I just pressed it that way, the way my thumb is going, and it forces it backwards, and then it's loose in the middle because it's wider in the middle. Okay, I think I like the design of this clip better than the new ones. They give you two of them, so you have an extra clips if you need to change the length of it at all. I don't think I'm going to need that, but I think I'm going to reuse this one because it looks like it's more secure to me. It actually goes on a little easier than it came off, just using the needle nose pliers on this end to push it that way, the way my thumb is going. Okay, so let's thread this back through. There's a better picture of where the belt was worn out. So you're going to hook the funny looking end right like that back into that sliding piece. This piece slides on the rail, and then you have to have this other piece ready. So we went around that pulley. Have to have this other piece ready. And don't forget the little washer. Sorry, out of frame. And now we're going to loop it around the gear where the motor is. Make sure you don't have a twist in it. And now we're going to attach this other end here. I need two hands. So you have to use one hand to hold this and the other end together and stick, sorry, out of frame, stick the bolt through a little bit, and then use your other hand to get this started on here. Looks like you got plenty of slack, and I'm just going to check both ends and make sure I don't have any twists, make sure it goes through that pulley okay, and then I'm going to tension it up. Make sure you've got it tight enough so that when the belt moves a little bit right there where I'm pointing my finger, it doesn't drop down too low. There's a place where it's supposed to sort of rub up against this, right there where it's supposed to rub up against this. And so you want to have it tensioned so that it's not flopping around, okay? And there might be a little bit of stretch in this too. So after you've run it for a couple of weeks, go back and look at the tension again, and make sure that it's tight enough. Now, you see that spring thing there? I've got that almost fully compressed. I got maybe 10 or 15 more turns on the nut before that's fully compressed. So I would say this is about right. I might tighten it up a little bit more, like I said, after it runs a couple weeks. But that's it. I found one other thing. I'm just gonna staple up that wire. I don't need to make a video of me stapling up the wire. But I did find one other thing that I want to show you, and that is this little broken hinge here. See that? So I'm gonna have to see if I can find one of these, and it looks like it wouldn't, I hope it won't be too big of a job. 1, 2, looks like just 4. They're probably just sheet metal screws to take it off and put it back on, if I can get it in this groove okay. So I'll make a separate video of that if I do that, okay? It's not totally failed, so it's not interfering with the door, but it is obviously broken, okay? Give me a thumbs up or a like if this helps you out. Subscribe to my channel if you want more from Froggy. Ring the bell if you want notifications. Be safe, have fun. Froggy out, bye. Let's go, Brandon. Here's the receipt from Amazon.